Getting pallets.
Getting pallets today.
I'm going home.
How many pallets do we got, guys?
A lot.
So many pallets.
Look at all of them.
All right, guys, so here we are. We are in Springfield, Missouri. We're at
the land of a million pallets. There's so many pallets in here. And but we're at Market Street Liquidation with our new friend Mike here. And these kids, I don't know if they're gonna cooperate or not. We'll just have to wait and see. Hi there, my name is Joe.
And I'm Jessica.
We are homeschooling, natural living entrepreneurs.
This is a story of how we balance it all for the freedom to live our lives devoted to our family and faith.
Thanks for stopping by, subscribe, and come on in. What's going on, everybody? So we're here today at Market Street Liquidation in Springfield, Missouri. And we've got our new friend Mike here.
Hello, guys.
And he's been kind of giving us a tour of the facility. And they got a lot of stuff here. So I guess, what kind of goods, what kind of pallets do you guys have here?
Our focus is on Amazon and Target, and that's what we are best at.
Yeah.
And so we can get everything. I mean, we're playing with some Fingerhut, and we get Home Depot and Lowe's and the gamut, you know. Yeah. But Amazon and Target's where we've got the best experience with, the best connections with, and so I think it's important to narrow down what you're doing and be really good at one thing.
And y'all open up at 11 o'clock, right? So
11:30.
I was told to get here right when you guys open, which today I feel like we're celebrities or something. I didn't even know that they were closed normally on Thursdays. Yeah. And I told them, we're coming up there, we'll be there on Thursday. And so I say thank you for being very hospitable and making it happen for us. But when people come in at 11:30, what
Friday.
pallets are they rushing to get?
Well, Target's always popular, especially the blue wrap ones. Those are people are interested in those. But really, I mean, it's thankfully it's a wide variety.
Yeah.
People are going everywhere. Some people go to the individual item bins. Some people are over to Amazon stuff. It's funny, even though we have both. Some people have tried an Amazon one and it was okay, and so they only want to buy Target. They never even want to give Amazon another try. And then vice versa. Right next to them is somebody that's the exact opposite.
Yeah.
And so thankfully, it spreads out pretty good. But it's kind of like your drink's full. It's like Black Friday every 11:30 when we open, guys. So if you come in, just hang out by the door. I'm always right at the dot. Push the door and I back up.
I think that's like us.
That's a good sign, though.
Yeah. We've been buying pallets for over 2 years now, and we've really only bought Amazon pallets. We just got our first Target pallet in last week, and we want more of them.
Yeah.
So I can understand the people that they have that adoration for those particular types of pallets.
So yeah, that's why it was perfect today, because on a normal day it would have been so crazy. I hardly have any time to spend with you. Yeah. So I'm constantly running around answering questions and taking care of people. So this was perfect to come in on an off day. Thursdays it's our warehouse reset day.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
It gives us a chance to sweep the floors and line up the pallets and all that kind of stuff. So.
Cool.
Awesome.
So I've noticed on some of the pallets they have little barcodes and stuff, and I guess from my understanding is those probably loads that come somewhat manifested from your supplier.
Like, for instance, the Target ones. There's a few different contract holders that we work with that some of them manifest them, some of them don't.
Yeah.
Some of them try to, and they can't manifest everything.
Right.
So at least they come up with a ballpark figure. So if I get a truckload and they have little barcodes on each pallet. Like I said, some of those are manifested, some of them are not. So what I always know is an average retail value. So I'll know that has approximately $4,000 on that pallet, and so on. So we can come up with an appropriate fair price for the pallet without knowing what's on it necessarily.
Right.
So
and I think the great thing about manifest, you kind of know, but then you never know until you unbox it, because you just
manifests are always a ballpark idea. So I mean, these aren't perfect.
Yeah,
manifests.
I think a lot of people, they get. I know you don't sell manifested pallets. They just have an idea of a retail what people should expect. But I think people often they get hung up on the manifest, like, oh, it didn't come with these items. The manifest said this.
That's exactly what I have. A few bigger contract holders that don't even want. They have a sales team obviously that works with us, and so.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna mop. She is gonna mop the whole.
Yes, I just got free labor.
The whole
folks.
warehouse.
It worked out to my advantage.
Dylan's like, I didn't even
Spot
spill
really
it.
needed some of the contract holders don't want to send a manifest with the load because of that issue that keeps coming up. Hey, this one item out of 10,000 wasn't on there. Well, they can't do anything about it. We can't do anything about it. So, so actually, a lot of them don't even want to send the manifest. So I've gotten loads. I got the same load 100 times. I found out from the guy, oh, this actually does have a manifest, but he's never sold it. Send it to me.
I can understand not wanting to have that because
it's really a guideline. It's more than.
I mean, especially now, there's so many new people who are in this business. You know, especially because the show Extreme Unboxing, and even before that with the pandemic and everybody getting extra money, stimulus checks, a lot of people have been in the market. Did you notice like an influx of people?
Oh, it's changing everything. Now, I don't know for how long it's going to change it, but the prices of the loads are going up because the people are getting the main people are getting inundated with requests. Now they can't sell to everybody. There's only so much to go around. But they're like, well, it's supply and demand, so the price is going up. So that's going to change things. A concern is there's going to be some people getting into the business that are a little more unscrupulous than others. So. You know, that's, you know, you have it's like the gold rush.
So with that, with the unscrupulous people, because we've had some experience with some dishonesty. I'm sure a lot of people have.
Every
the floor load pallets that you get. What's y'all's the Amazon floor load? What's y'all's process for that?
Well, they come in loose. There's no pallets in the truck at all. They stack it in there almost like you would a closet that you open up and it all falls on you. So that's exactly what the truck looks like. I could send you some pictures of what it looks like, but it's kind of daunting when you see this 53-foot truck pull in, and you know, we have a team of 8, and it takes us 3 to 3.5 hours to just unloading, just to get it off the truck and get the driver on his way. Then you got to figure out what to do with it. You know, it's just building pallets at that point. We invested in a pallet wrapping machine because you get dizzy after doing.
Oh, I gotta see that thing.
Yeah, we'll show you.
A wrapping machine?
Can we put her on it?
Yeah, we'll put her on. She can sit on it. We'll do a pallet, and that would be kind of fun, I think.
Thumbnail picture right
there.
there.
Put some plastic around her, so we're like, mommy. But
you would.
Getting it off the truck, building the pallets out. You want to build them yay high, yay wide. That's really all there is to it.
You've done something unique because, you know, you want people to win. You don't want people like me and Jessica to come in and buy a pallet, and you want us to win.
I think that's a thing a lot of liquidators don't understand. Or they need to understand there needs to be meat on the bone for the next person because they're typically selling to resellers. So you can't be too greedy. So you need to keep enough to keep the lights on, but you need to pass on to keep things going. And that's thankfully we've been good at that, and that's why there's people waiting at the door every time. So
you've done.
Everybody's losing their drinks today.
It is a tunnel. So you've done something unique. I've seen some of your Amazon floor load pallets that have been mixed with some overstock.
Yeah, I mean, when you're talking returns, there's the risk. That's why returns are cheap, is because that risk is inherent within them. You know, people have sent it back. You don't know if they sent it brand new or if they've replaced it with something else for all you know. So to mitigate a little bit of that risk, we've thrown some overstock into the return pallets to kind of, it's basically just to make the customers happier, you know. So that's,
I like that. That's really nice.
That's a good idea. Keep the prices low as we can, throw some overstock so there's some guaranteed brand new items on there. And we put it, like I told you, we even have a sticker that says on it, you know, it's Amazon return mix.
I think I haven't seen that at any other place. I mean, granted, this is only the second physical place we've been to, but I do a lot of online shopping and a lot of window shopping, just because I always want to have multiple sources in my back pocket because you never know when a particular load you may not be able to get, but somebody else gets it. So
anything, and that's why liquidation's been around for long time. It's a challenging business to keep going in. Because things can change so drastically. For anything that we sell, Target or Amazon or any other company could instantly tomorrow call me and say, hey, we're just not doing it anymore. And then what do you do? You know?
Exactly.
It's not like a restaurant where you call up, I need more shrimp or need more bread. And it's almost always there. There's been many times where it's something's our bread and butter, and then all of a sudden it's gone. So you got to think on your feet. What do we do now if the floor load stop, or if the Target Blue Wrap stop or whatever else, or the price goes too high because
Lucas.
demand thing.
Did you experience any of that? I know there for a while Amazon quit selling the bin pallets.
Yeah, that's still kind of happening right now.
Yeah.
So that's exactly.
Is that why you transitioned mainly?
We're transitioning to kind of making our own.
Yeah.
So it's a labor intensive thing.
Yeah.
So I want to get to the point where we could even supply other bin stores and things like that that need that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But, right now we've been barely hanging on to what our in-house customers, but I would like to get to the point where we're making so much of it that we can start shipping truckloads out. But,
I mean, we had a horrible location, but people would come out, they'd buy all kinds of stuff with those. So.
No, I get that.
That's awesome.
See? And then they've got plastic coming out. You can go to the other side and see better.
Sweet.
You would get me in this.
I've got her on the pallet wrapping machine.
Yeah, make it go.
What have you got me into?
I need to get over here. The light's better. There we go. There we go. This is awesome, y'all.
I put my elbows out so I can.
That's hilarious.
All right, this pallet's on sale, folks.
All right.
No,
How much?
I'm the most expensive pallet.
I was telling them about the expectations, that I think that's an important thing for people that get involved in this, is to have your expectations set correctly. That it's liquidation, there's going to be a lot of risk in it. That's why not everybody does it, that's why you don't see gigantic liquidation places on every corner, kind of thing.
Right.
It's not like going to Starbucks.
No.
you get exactly what you get every single time.
It's very risky.
There's a lot of ups and downs in the business. And I was telling them that, we're people pleasers. If somebody gets a terrible pallet, I'm always trying to give them a discount on their next pallet or bring the stuff back. Very few people do that. I don't know actually of anybody that does that besides me. And I sometimes kick myself for doing it because I'm like, you just need to let them learn. But sometimes they'll come in and they're like, my pallet was in, and I give them a discount. Then the next pallet they come in, they're like, oh my gosh, I made $5,000 on this pallet.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
can I have my $50 back?
Can I get my $50 back? So I don't say that obviously, but and then a month later they're like, oh, I got another pallet. They start complaining again. I'm just like, I can tell that their expectations still aren't where they need to be in this business. Yeah. And some people are made for it, and some people don't mind risk, and some throw the dice a little bit. Yeah. It's an educated.
It is.
Guess,
that's what I call it, an educated gamble.
but yeah, I think that's. We were just talking about what people really need to know about this. Obviously connecting with somebody that has a good reputation. Always check reviews. Always.
Yes.
And if their reviews aren't posted, guess why?
For a reason.
And then start small with somebody, and that sort of thing. And then so once you find a really good person in your area, have your expectations correct,
sister, please,
so that you can succeed in the business. You don't want to get amazingly overjoyed and go buy a brand new car when you get your first awesome pallet. And you don't want to get discouraged and say I'm going to quit when you get a so-so one.
Yeah.
I think it also goes into that dopamine, that chemical reaction.
Yeah. That could be fun.
Yeah. And that ties into the emotion aspect of it when you get that pallet. You're like, woo, yes.
But if you want to be really successful, you got to have that level-headedness within the business, with any business, but especially this one, because there's so much ups and downs.
There is. We've experienced a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah. And I credit, obviously a lot of things to our success, but I think that's a big part of it, is that we're willing to take the risk and not get upset. I mean, all the time we're getting, what do we do with it? Throw it away. Yeah, it's worth $4. It's in the way. Right. You just got to be able to move on and not get caught up with trying to squeeze every penny out of something, and just be, keep things moving.
Not too emotionally invested in the items.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
So we've learned from the last time we went to pick up pallets, and we've kind of overkilled.
The securing of these pallets, we've got like tarps and bungees and carabiners. Listen, these pallets ain't going nowhere. Oh, it is hot.
It's hot.
But these pallets, we've got 2 pallets to try out. We're really excited. We got them all secured down, and keep an eye out for those unboxings. We're so excited to unbox them.
Yep.
So
I'm excited about it. I want to get them home and unbox them tomorrow, even though I know we've got other stuff we've got to do.
Yep.
So yeah.
So we hope you guys enjoyed this trip with us.
Yeah.
Until next time, peace.